this thing working? I hope it is. What's going on, everybody? It's Dom, and today we are gonna be switching things up, everybody. We are really about to switch things up. Um, I just want to let you guys know things are gonna be different. Things are gonna be really different on this channel because if you guys haven't known already in the past two videos, I've stated that I've been sick. I'm still a little sick. My sickness hasn't worn off yet, but my sickness has been a blessing in disguise. Oh shit, I'm not showing my screen. Boom. Here we go. And my sickness has been a blessing in disguise. Um, and I've stated that if I haven't, then I'm stating it now. But I believe I've stated to those close to me that this sickness has been a blessing in disguise because it's given me a lot of clarity, and it's this sickness is bringing me closer to God, and not just this sickness. My faith in God is being it's getting better and better, and my faith is getting you know closer and closer to God every day, if that makes any sense, everybody. um but I want to read this Bible verse, Proverbs 3, chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. It states, um, it states in the Bible, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight." And the reason why I bring this forward is that this is going to tie into the new channel name, and we're not going to be called Dommy Tried. We're going to be called Dommy Did. And did is, if you don't know, did is the past tense of doing. And trying and doing are two different things. Trying is self-relying on your own abilities, that you will prosper in this life and gain peace. And doing is putting that excuse me if you guys heard that. That was my phone. That was Luigi Mario Tennis. But doing is relying on God and putting your faith in Him, and to make everything right. Basically, I'm sick. I can't even think straight, but I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. um I'm trying to brighten this down. You guys can't see, but I had to turn the brightness down in my laptop. But yeah, like, trying is self-reliance on yourself and not on God, and doing is relying and putting your faith in God to you know to guide you in the path that He intended you to take, because our lives are already written in stone. I don't know if you guys know that our lives are already written in stone, but it is our job to put in the work so our lives can be written, and so we can go down the path that God has already intended us to go through anyway. You know what I mean? You're not. God isn't going to bless us without the work, but God will bless us in due time. It's just He's already has it. He already has our lives written. It is our job to work towards what's already written. You know what I mean? So that's basically. I don't know how to explain it. That's basically it. I don't know why I keep doing that. Yeah, that's basically it. We're gonna be called. Well, yeah, because God does speak through all of us, and we are God. Um, God is us, and we speak through Him every day. Um, you know, you may believe, you may not believe, and it's not even belief; it's a knowing, because God has taught me lessons, and He's blessed me blessed me in ways where I didn't know he was blessing me, to bring me closer to him. And, I am every day becoming closer and closer to the man above. And I do thank him every day for blessing me with just the, just life, just being able to breathe every day. So that's it. It's nothing. I'm not trying to, hype it up. Oh, voice crack of doom. I'm not trying to hype this up because, that's not my intention. My intention is just to update everybody. Yeah, we're no longer Dommy tried. We're Dommy did, because did is the past tense of doing, and doing is putting our faith in God instead of trying, and trying is self-relying on your own, abilities as, a human on earth, when, that's that's not how life works. God has already written our lives. It's already written. So whatever you're going through, you have to seek God and seek the lessons he's trying to teach you. And this sickness, I'm going to repeat it. It's brought me a lot of clarity, and he's been teaching me a lot of things, during my sickness. And, me being sick isn't his work. You know, it's the devil's work, and I'm not letting the devil, bring me down to where he wants me to be. I'm gonna. I've been I've been seeking, the Lord in His Word since I've been sick, and it's brought me a lot of clarity, as I've stated a billion times already. A bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. You know, stop trying, start doing. Stop trying, start doing. Put your faith in God. He will, you will, you will be closer to Him. Whether you know it or not, you're going to be closer to Him at some point in your life. And if not, He still loves you. And we need, and I love you too. Not like that. Not in that way, but I mean, like, I love you, and like I hope and pray for your well being, and I hope and pray for you to prosper and have peace, because this world, is being, you know affected by the devil every day, and people are, you know falling for the devil's trap every day. And me, I woke up, in March of this year, March of 2026, and I'm every day I'm becoming more closer to God than I ever been. And then I'm being more closer to God, and this is what He intended for me to be. Because when I was a child, when I was like 3 or 4, I had innocence in my eyes, as they say, and I was a child of God. And then at 5, I got abused by my father, you know, by my human father. And when I turned 5, all that innocence, it was gone, and the devil got me. And it took, you know, I'm gonna be transparent, because that's what I'm gonna try to do. But not try, I'm going to do. I'm doing it. Trying is no more. Doing is doing. We're doing. We're not trying, we're doing. I was 5 when I was abused by my biological father, the one that, gave me life. Well, not gave me life, but, pr- provided the sperm cell, you know what I mean? Because God gave me life. I was written in stone. I was already written before, you know anybody even knew. Um, I was, abused when I was 5, and then, in between being 5 and I am 26, I'm gonna just be transparent. It's just an age. Who cares? It's just an age. Like, what are you gonna do? Make fun of me because I'm 26? It's just an age, and I'm not even in my prime yet. People hit their prime in high school. I haven't even hit my prime yet. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting. That day will come. That day will come. When it comes, I will, I will be able to see it and feel it. Um, but yeah, when I was 5, I was abused by my biological father, and in between 5 and 26, you know, I was just lost. I'm just be honest. I was just lost. I hurt a lot of people, even those close to me, in between of being 5 or after the abuse and before I woke up, which was March of 2026. I did a lot of bullshit. I was lost. I hurt a lot of people along the way, and I do apologize, and I do take accountability because I was wrong. That was the devil's work. That was wrong, and the devil's work is to hurt each other, and I fell for his plan. Unfortunately, without even knowing, but I do know now, and I take accountability. I have already suffered the repercussions of hurting those, throughout my life. And I just want to say, if anybody's watching, I am sorry. I do, I, I am doing better. I'm being better. Not trying. I am better. We're doing better. Um, I'm, and I have hurt people though. I have hurt those very close to me as well, and that hurt too. I'm not saying I haven't been hurt either, but it doesn't. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Don't hurt though. Don't love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Don't hurt thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Even those close to you. Even those people that you don't know, because everybody's going through something, and it's on us to have respect and have humility and have love for each other instead of having blind hate for each other. And I've done that. And I'm not gonna say, "Oh, I was a kid." No, I'm not using that excuse. There's no excuse. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's when I when I March of this year, when I'm 26. March. I'm not explaining it. I'm sick as fuck. I'm trying to put my words together. Give me a sec. Do 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 do. What I'm saying is, my bad. What I'm saying is, March. You know, it took me 21 years to wake back up. 21 years. That's a long ass time. That is a long ass time. I was depressed. I was anxious. I was. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm there yet. I'm not saying I'm all the way back there yet. I'm saying I'm on the way back there. I am doing better, so I'm on track to be back where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? Um to be back where God has intended me to be, the person that he intends me to be. You know, it took me 21 years to get to this point. Um and it's a long ass time. That's a long ass time. And for some, it didn't take you that long, and for some it's going to take you longer, but that's okay. And God has a plan for everybody. He has a plan for all of you, for all of us. And his plan, it took 21 years. It's so be it. So be it. It took 21 years. At least I'm 26 and I'm not 66 or 56. At least I'm in my 20s, because people have this. People finally wake up when they turn older, like really older, when they're about to, when they're towards the end of their life. Let's just say, I'm gonna be straight up. It's towards the end of their life. It takes them that long. You know, well, I'm 26, and at least I'm 26, and I have my whole life ahead of me. And every day, my faith to God is gonna become stronger and stronger, and I'm gonna be closer to Him every day. And that's why I'm using my sickness as a blessing. It's not a curse. It's a blessing. The devil wanted me to stay down. Nah, I didn't let him. I didn't let him. I did not let him. Mm-mm. And I don't want you, to let the devil get to you either. That's his plan. His plan is to keep you down and not, to not let you think and to keep you stuck. I'm not trying to be stuck all day. I'm not trying. I'm doing. We are moving forward. It's not a trying. I gotta get that word out of my vocabulary. It's we're doing better. We're going to do better. We're doing it. We are. I I am doing better. Not trying to do better. I am doing better. That sounds so much better and it feels better too. Just saying it out loud. And it's going to take time for me to get to actually, get that word trying out of my vocabulary, because trying is that word. Blech. No, doing. We have to do. We are doing better. If anybody's watching, I want you to say it out loud. I'm doing better. I will do better. We will be better. Not I'm trying to do better. We will do better, cuz trying is just saying, "Oh, if I mess up, then well, at least I tried." No. We will do better. We have to put, that expectation on our souls, you know, because trying doesn't get you anywhere. Doing is where it's at. You have to do. Don't be a trier, be a doer. Don't be a talker, be a doer. And I'm going to be doing. And I want to show that a good example of doing. You know what I mean? And it starts right now. It starts right here, right now, in this point of the channel. And I'm glad it didn't take like 1,000 videos to get to this point. I'm glad we're at this point. Um, and yeah, we're going to do better. We're. I want you to say it with me. We are doing better. Uh, you are doing better. Say it with me. We are doing better. Not trying. We're doing better. We're going to. It's going to happen. Our peace and prosperity will happen. But it takes work. Just know that it takes work. And I'm going to leave it at that, because your blessings it comes with work. You have to work. You don't just get blessed and be given shit. And if you are given shit, I pray for you, because you're going to be like, I didn't even have to do anything. So what now? Now what? But yeah, stop trying, guys. Stop trying. Start doing. And I'll leave it at that, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. And take care of yourselves. Stay blessed. Put your faith in the man up above, the Lord, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I'm out. Peace out. Bye bye.